Early 2020, we had the best life.
It was great living life, hanging out with friends, staying focused on softball, staying focused on school.
And then COVID hit and everything came to a halt.
I didn't know how real it could get until it started hitting my family.
Every single one of us got COVID. It started with my dad, and then it went through just like wildfire, one person after another.
My grandpa was here in the house until his oxygen level tanked and we could no longer take care of him.
My oldest daughter watched him from a window as he left, and that was the last time we saw him.
Not being able to give a proper goodbye is just, it's unreal. I don't think I'll ever forget that day and that experience because of how traumatic it was. After he had passed, I started experiencing things I'd never felt before. The anxiety, the sadness, the grief. I've never been through anything like that. I didn't even know it was real until it happened to me. And it started affecting my everyday life. And going back to softball, he was with me all the time, 24/7, traveling with us, going to every single game. And I actually almost quit softball in total. I didn't want to do it anymore. I had no motivation, nothing, and I was very, very sad. I would have anxiety attacks, and it would happen during class, during school. I would have to take time out of practice, or it would even happen on the field during a game. Then I knew that I couldn't do it alone.
My oldest daughter needed help right away. I reached out using my own insurance for help. I was able to get her in to talk to somebody. She basically told me, "Mom, forget it. I don't want to do it. There's no point."
I never had seen a therapist. I've never talked to anybody in that kind of way. And I knew that wasn't something that was right because I didn't feel heard. I didn't feel understood. I was being cut off because the time was up and I didn't get to really share my feelings.
And then I had my little one, who I thought was okay. And one day I figured out that she needed help, and she needed help fast. She bottled up her emotions so much where she almost passed out. And that's when I realized I needed to find somebody quick. They're gonna start school. They should have a counselor. I would think that, these kids went through a lot during COVID. I thought the counselors would be the first ones to be on the school campus. And unfortunately, I found out differently. Their positions were not approved to come back. I have a friend who works for the school district, and she told me, I saw on the bottom of the packet that the school gives out, and there's a number for a program that you can call to get help for the girls. Sure enough, I looked it up, and the Care Solace number was at the bottom of that page. And I called it, and immediately, the person on the other line happened to be the same name as my father. And I just knew then that this was the help my girls needed. And that my dad was helping me. And I happened to do this during lunchtime at my work. It was so fast. I didn't know what this company was. I didn't know how they would help and if I've even heard of them before. He basically asked me what my girls needed. He got back to me in less than an hour and had me on the phone making appointments for both of my girls. And both of my girls got the best counselors for them, who fit their personalities, who listened to them, and realized that my girls needed more than just once a month calls. They helped them through getting them back to life.
My therapist that I still see now, she got me to open up, and she got me to find the real reasons behind my problems, behind my trauma, behind my anxieties, and she has gotten me the help that I needed in order to keep moving, to keep doing things that I still love, and to get back to my happy, smiling self. And I am forever thankful for that, because before COVID, before my grandpa passed, I was always smiling. Like, that's my biggest thing. Like, a smile can change everything. And now I have finally gotten back to smiling, to being happy, to doing things I love. The reason that I'm so thankful for Care Solace is for bringing my smile back into my life.
This number changed my family, changed my girls. I didn't know where this grief, anxiety, depression could lead, and I didn't want to get there to that point. It's real. It's real. And people, unfortunately, I don't feel there's enough being done for mental health. And if our story, like I told my girls, if we can help just one person, that is one more that will be here today.